Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Mystery and Intrigue. We're playing Covert Action. That's right, so what's up? We're here in Mangano and it's our duty to go to the airport and catch some crooks. We know where the crooks are. So let's get to it, shall we? We're going to have a quick stopover in Kingston before the showdown in our own hometown of Washington. Because that is where Americans come from. Of course, we need to search for the right kind of suspect. The suspect is of the Cambodian cartel. Here's the courier. However, the Cambodian cartel, of course, is not here. So we'll go to the mafia instead. And ask them where they are. So let's break in, shall we? And let's go! Now, of course, we will have the usual routine of trying to collect as much evidence as possible. Because, well, let's be honest, we want to do it properly, don't we? Jenny Kosh has the lurgers. Well, Koshy, your time's running out. Your time and your luck. That's right. Well, goodbye. It's a good thing no one can hear the Uzi. I mean, it's only an Uzi. Uzi's rather accurate, to be honest. A lot more accurate than in real life. Normally, you know, those sort of weapons are just, like, for drive-by shootings. Oh well. Here we are, the computer room. I do like me a computer room, I'll be completely honest. Gas grenades. Not very juicy. Mafia action team. Very nice to know. We know about you, Kosh. You're going down. The blueprints are now in Washington. Well, Washington is the place to be, it seems. So what we're going to do is just collect as much evidence as we can from these computers. Now, it could be either should or shield. I'd like one extra letter, and then I'd know for certain. We don't want to waste too much time here after all. Time or lives. You know, we only need to kill one person for the disguise. We don't need to keep killing people for that. It is very eternal reward, though, isn't it? It is should. Okay. I'd like to know about the CC cartel. Oh. I don't want the Amazon cartel. I want Cambodian. Oh, as that was a completely useless piece of information, they decided to be nice and not set the alarm off. Of course, I need to still find out what I need to find out, so looks like we're going to be interrogating more computers. Alright. S again. What do you think the mystery word is, eh? I cannot jump properly. We've established that. Ah, page up. That's the one that goes that way. Clearly, my keyboard is not laid out properly. Hi, I'm just here. Don't bother killing me. I didn't even see what that was. Hopefully it was nothing important. I used the game's own abbreviation. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you, WallSafe. Alright, let's get out of here. We need to get to Washington. But before we can do that, we need to get out of here. A floor plan. Not bad. Might become helpful in the future, eh? I don't mind me a good floor plan. It could be said that I'm a man who appreciates the floor plan. Keep jumping in the wrong direction! Alright, shuffle back over there, Kilk. Alright. Nope, that's the wrong way. Nope. Page up, no. Is it home? No, end? Yes! Thank you. Finally getting the jumping over tables bit done properly. We've wasted enough time. We didn't even set off the alarm. That was brilliant. So now it's time to catch them in the act. So we shall leave and go to the Cambodian cartel. the active cell of the Cambodian cartel. I do like to visit the cartel active cell. That's absolutely right. Well, we'll have to wait one moment as we prepare ourselves to arrest this villain. And we shall enter by door number 2, because it's a nice door. And like most doors, it's right next to the other entrance anyway. Oh, hello. Thank you for your disguise. See, I'm handy with revolvers. Well, submachine guns apparently. But I'm handy with a revolver as well. We've recounted recruiting information about Agnes Diaz. Of course, as much evidence as we can discover is brilliant. We do need to turn her into a double agent. We know for sure that she is involved. The mastermind told us. And the action plan did as well. Oh, hello. Don't worry, I'm in disguise. I'm not ready for you yet. I can afford a little bit of time to have a leisurely stroll throughout the building. What do you reckon? I can have me some leisure. I've worked all day. Hopefully I can finish this apps job in a second. Well, tomorrow. We've recruiting information. It's good. More recruiting information. I want to get this lady turned because she's a courier. Couriers deliver stuff. Without the courier, the case is not going to do so well. MI6? Excellent. PFN? Computer's not so bad. Aha! Finally! Got the jumping! Oh, Wheatley would be proud. Wheatley would be proud. Well, we can't put any bugs in the sofa. Disappointing, I know, but it's true. And my canary yellow disguise will work. Believe me. This building is rather useless. And I mean really rather useless. Hardly any filing cabinets. I mean, is this just a furniture warehouse she's hiding in? Could be. I do admit I kind of like this game. It would be cool if it could be remade. Perhaps with the elements tied together somewhat. Because we do know that Sid Meier doesn't like how the elements are so disjoint. A little bit of slowdown there. It's alright. It's a bit sad when covert action taxes the computer. Oh dear. I already have that terminal. Alright, filing cabinets. Have we already got you? Probably. Alright, filing cabinets. Good friends. You're wasting the film. Oh. Well, we're just gonna have to do what we can. That film is running out, but we're getting clues, hopefully. I've only got 15 rolls of film, but it's important to photograph the toilets to see exactly what's going on in there. Apparently we can see people in the toilets. Yep, people are found in toilets. It's an important life lesson. It's also good that we didn't get hit by Melee, by that guy. Clearly the password is Cuddles. We're getting lots of faces, but we can't tie faces to names, so it's rather pointless. Come on. All we need is one crucial piece of evidence and then we'll be back on top. We'll get the filing cabinet, why not? But 9 rolls of film left, it's not very bobbing. Oh, my disguise is finally just spontaneously foiled. Don't ask how it was foiled, but it is. Foiled. Alright, bye. It's not like I really did anything either, it just randomly spontaneously failed. And we've basically explored all but one room. and discovered almost nothing. Unless there's like, this is the computer room here. It's just an office. We're gonna have to guess the password based off the 4 letters that we're gonna be able to obtain here. What do you reckon, eh? What do you reckon? Well, current? I'm gonna go with current. Access confirmed. That's very nice. I'm gonna search for, Agnes Diaz. Unfortunately, I don't think that really helps. Like, we know who she is. We already knew that, but I don't think we can really do much about it. We'll arrest her, but I really wanted to keep her converted, because I like conversion. It's nice. It suits my style. Let's not beat around the bush and just go straight north. She was virtually unguarded, though. Oh. Not gonna complain. Took ages. Oh. We accuse Agnes Diaz of taking part in the plot. We know that your role was the courier. I ain't tell you nothing, the suspect responds. You got nothing on me. But she's still taken to the local jail. Nice work, Max. We've been looking for this Agnes Diaz character for quite a while. Apparently, she's the sister of Cameron Diaz, and her autograph, looks similar. This should really slow down their operation. Now, the real Cameron Diaz has problems. Okay, well, before we leave, we're going to check the data section for suspects. We just need to get serious and go to Washington. Alarm specialist in Tel Aviv, we may miss, but hopefully not. We'll leave the building and head straight to Washington, where everything's going down. It's like we go home, and that's when the evil genius arrives. Ha ha ha! That's exactly right. Now, checking the data. The Mafia in Washington, Jenny Koch, is definitely involved, so we'll get her first. Next, we'll need to get the Muslim junta, I believe, followed by the MI6. Now, we know about the MI6 and the thief. We'll get the MI6 first, I think. Mafia or MI6? Well, first, we're going to be clever and look up the spelling. It's not Muslim. Muslims are the other guys. It's the Hittian junta. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget how to spell it. I don't like it when that happens. Okay. You can see how on the higher difficulty settings they start to spread out across multiple organizations. It's quite tricky. Alright, so we're going to go to the Mafia safe house. Uh-oh. The MI6 man's gone into hiding. Oh. Uh-oh. Interpol... Oh, wait. This is a bulletin. Interpol Newsnet. A professional team of criminals broke into a large industrial warehouse in the city of Washington today. Authorities report chemicals appear to have been taken. Alright, so the case is going down. But fortunately, we can just break into the Mafia. It's regrettable that we lost Pereira Koch. We know where he was, but alas, I was too slow. Trying to track down the mastermind slowed everything down. But we'll still make up for it. Don't you worry. The Mafia aren't going to get away with it, even if the British are. Well, the British get away with everything. You know, that's why they have those suits. And rain all the time. I've never been there. I've never been out my own country, would you believe? But I will one day, when I've made my millions. Alright. We're slowly determining stuff about Jenny Koch. It would be good to turn her into a double agent. Double or nothing. It'd make up for losing the Koch person. Get the other Koch. I mean, then we could blackmail him, you know. We got your sister. And then he'll come clean. You're like... African sister. Or wherever that place is. Yeah, ignorance is good, eh? Thank you for your disguise. The old anonymity ploy. Alright, now cafeteria, baby. Not much interesting here. But we do have computers, and that is an interesting thing. Rather simple password, but the simple ones can be harder to guess. Still, time is of the essence. The case is running out. All we have left to do is get the thief and the alarm specialist in Tel Aviv. Hi, I'm just filling the printer. That's exactly what I'm doing. Always rely on reflex. Now I'm on the other side of the printer. Hi. This wall's very interesting. There's nothing here. Not a safe. Definitely not. I'm definitely not taking a photo of it. We're getting very close. The guards are not helping. Come on, Mafia guards. What are you doing to that sofa? It's not that exciting. I mean, you just look at it and then go, oh, my life is complete. That's probably exactly what's happening, you know. Mafia go, oh, look, sofa. Oh, I like the sofa. Oh, sofa. Oh. That's exactly what happens in the lives of Mafia men. And women. I'm not sexist. Okay, hello. I'm just one of your guards. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to me! Okay, we have the computer room. This is good. Aha! We find the incriminating evidence! Well, that's very good news indeed, isn't it? I'm sure all of you there are jumping up and down in your chairs knowing that Jenny Kosh is working for us now. We have a member of the Mafia, well known for their fetish of chairs, working for us now. And we have a computer, which makes me even happier again. In fact, we know that there is a broken thing here. But we're not going to just play with the computer just yet. Because there's Mafia dudes. Actually, this man right here would be quite useful. This room very here is very useful. I just want to be 100% sure. Taking no chances with passwords. Yeah, I'm just one of you. I do the same thing as everyone else. I just stand there looking at something randomly. That is what people do in this world. Don't you wish we just had a chair? Can you imagine standing there at the computer all day? It'd be horrible. Come on, I want to be alone with the computer. Oh, come on! Oh! Oh! He spotted me. He realised that I wasn't longing for a chair, and that was the giveaway. Well, you know what this means. We're broken. Absolutely broken. And so are the Hinty and these dudes, whoever they are. They have a safe house in Washington. It's good to know, eh? Alright, need to get out of here. These grenades are flying left, right, and centre. There's even more computers! Oh wow, password's not worth it. Okay. Yeah. Let's just leave it. Gunning you down. Your chair fetish days are over. Chairs are for sitting, not for looking at. I've taken the stolen good. I've arrested Jenny Kosh. And now I shall go home with the stolen good. And leave the doors open because drafts are for evil people. And thankfully, of course, capturing someone means I can absorb their life force to take care of the wound that I received there in the little part of my body. Good work, Max! You found the stolen goods! Exclamation point, full stop! That should really slow down their operation. We accuse Jenny Kosh of taking part in the plot. We know that your role was the thief, Jenny. Okay, you got me. The agent agrees to become a double agent. Isn't it true that you met with Luis Alvarez of the Junta in Washington, you ask? Oh yeah, I guess I did. The prisoner responds. And here is the message. These are the blueprints for a large industrial warehouse. There appears to be at least one unguarded entry point. However, there is a sophisticated alarm system. Isn't it true it met with Leon Verne of the Jamaican gang in Tel Aviv on June 4th, we ask? And, oh yeah, I guess I did, the prisoner responds. The message, of course, being, this alarm bypass box I built should disable the alarm system at a large industrial warehouse. Just be sure not to confuse the red and yellow wires. Which is rather good. Good job, Max. This Jenny Kosh is a pretty important agent. This should put a serious dent in their operational capability. Oh wait, Leon Verne has gone into hiding. The fiend! He knows we're onto him. Alas, the last two we couldn't get there in time. I would have never made Tel Aviv in time. But we can still redeem ourselves and get Luis Alvarez. So, yeah, going down, Luis. Going down, boy. Alright, let's make it happen, shall we? Let's break in. There's no escape for the researcher. The scientists in life cannot escape my infinite will. No. But, be scared anyway. Gas grenades, gas masks, this is the serious business. This is as serious as Coca-Con gets in this game. Which isn't actually that serious. Where are you? Where are you, researcher? These floor safes mean nothing to us! Nothing! There you are. Hi. I arrest you. Oh, never mind. I just randomly gassed that room. I just shot that man. Because I fumbled with the controls. That's what happens when I fumble with controls. People die. Exactly. Usually lemmings. Careless clicking costs lives, everyone. Alright, we're ready. Let's keep pressing on. Door. Through it. We quickly slip out that building. And here we are. We accuse Luis Alvarez of taking part in said plot. We know that your role was the researcher. I ain't telling you nothing, the suspect responds. You got nothing on me. But isn't it true that you received a message from Pat Balder of the Mafia in Mangana? We ask. I don't seem to remember, the suspect responds. But isn't it true that you met with Jenny Kosh of the Mafia in Washington? We ask. I don't seem to remember, the suspect responds. And is taken to the local jail. As the fate of all criminals. Nice work, Max. We've been looking for this Luis Alvarez character for quite a while. This would really slow down their operation. And the game is over. Looks like that about wraps it up, Max. We've been able to put together a pretty good chronology of this case. Take a look. First, we have the organizer and the researcher, then the organizer and Inside Contact, the alarm specialist and Inside Contact. It really did help that they were all in the same city. It meant they could talk really quickly. He bought the parts before I even started. They really were very quick. So, I'm afraid I couldn't get the alarm bypass, but hey, we got the organizer. The alarm specialist is at large. The Inside Contact is at large. But we got the researcher. We turned the thief to a better way of life. The courier was arrested. The mastermind was arrested as well. And we didn't get the blueprints or the bypass, but we did get the stolen goods. And unfortunately, we didn't prevent the crime. Well, we didn't actually get the crime, at least. Oh no, the theft happened, but we did prevent the crime. Woo. And we still managed to somehow undetect one dude. We could get a pretty decent efficiency rating. Nice work, Maps. That's a couple of guys we won't see for a while. We checked out the warehouse they were interested in. It contained only a few unusual items. There was a quantity of iridium, a shipment of mescal, a substance which both addictive and medical qualities, and a sealed container of missile guidance components, destined for a major defense contractor. In other words, a terrorist's dream. Your guess is as good as mine, Max. You're a douche. You're a douche, Chief. You captured the mastermind controlling the Mafia! The country has been saved from a dangerous plot. Congratulations, the President commends you. I know this. After a successful case, we deserve some time at the beach. Not a casino this time, but how many women do we get? We get 1 woman, 2 women with progressively less clothing. Oh, we get another one. We've even less again. That isn't really a good signal to send to people. Oh well, still. Get to play beach volleyball with a few women. Why not? Hope they enjoy it. Beach volleyball? Rocket. Wow. There's a lot of cases. Well, masterminds have been arrested. Goodbye, Mafia. Congratulations, Max. We've decided to promote you from 0014 to 0012 rank. Here's a condemnation for the President. And what we'll do is we'll continue the next case. Let's get a quick taste of the next case, just as a bit of a cliffhanger. Max, we've just learnt of the first of our new generation keyhole spy satellites. These birds have 10 times the photo resolution of current models. A lot of people with something to hide could be getting very serious about this. There are some indications they may try and do something to stop it. We've also worried that there may be a security leak back at the factory. See if you could come up with anything. We have indications that an operation is in preparation somewhere in Europe. Your mission is to prevent this operation from succeeding, and to capture as many of the participants as possible. Caution, 1 or more double agents are believed to be active within the CIA. I'm sure you recognize the head of the PFO. It's clearly the guy who was the head of the mercenaries. Here is some information we've picked up over the last few days. We believe it's linked to this operation. And as usual, we list 2 days. This person was identified by tenants that was on Ben's Grabby 32. What a common street, hey? Bahamian Passport 48 was traced to the Marxists. Got some Marx action going on here. As well as Toilix 41. A search of local records identifies Hassan Raisuli as renting on Ben Grabby 32. The rest is up to you. The President's counting on you, Max. Don't let us down. Oh, not the President. Well, let's check the data section and the suspects, of course. No suspects so far. We do seem to have a little bit of indication as far as Marxist activity goes, so we'll go to the airport. Yep, when I finally hit the button. And where will we go? It's a good question. I like Europe, though. I mean, it's good. It's a good, sweet place. Let's go to London, shall we? Well, we'll double check our data just to be sure. We got Open Grabby somewhere in some city. Yeah, we don't have any clues. It's literally just go somewhere. Let's at least get to Europe. That's a good plan. Get to Europe. Alright, well now we'll go to the PIFA hideout. They're completely not involved, but we'll place a wiretap anyway. And then we'll call it a video. Alright, so let's get started. Let's not do anything stupid, shall we? Like that. That would be stupid. It's so difficult sometimes. That was lucky. Whoops. Well, bulletin. Well, this will help us out at least. Interpol Usenet. A set of floor plan blueprints was stolen early this morning from the Uplight ground station in Geneva. Local authorities are baffled as to the motive for the crime. And that's the news. Well, when we come back, we'll try to do something about it, shall we?